Okay, yeah. So you click download tablet public.
All right.
Yeah, so you want to create an account first. So yeah, so guys, actually, sorry about that. My daughter is so girl, just leave it like that. So guys, as she's creating, as she's doing this, you guys should follow suit. So you should do the same thing that she's doing. So you just leave it on for a while, just for everyone to see. Maybe like yeah, like 2 minutes. So I think the next thing is okay. You can click the download the app now.
All right.
Yeah. So
Oh, that was fast.
no, it has not downloaded yet.
Okay.
It's saying if you can see thank you for downloading. If the download does not begin automatically, then we try. So
Okay. So I should
just
actually.
just know that.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry,
Maybe you should.
is it a free trial we are downloading?
No, it's not a trial. It's tablet public is free.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would explain later, but let's do this one first. Okay, click the Windows now. Let's see.
All right.
Oh, you are using Windows, right? I didn't.
Yes, I am. It's
Okay, yes.
downloading.
So that's it downloading. So guys, if it does the same thing, just click Windows and start downloading.
Okay.
Yeah, click on it. Yeah, click on it.
Sorry, we have to create an account before we can download, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Do you want to click on open file now?
Yes, I've clicked on open file and I have this small window here.
I can't see it.
Let me enlarge it.
No one can see it. I think stop sharing and start sharing again. Now share your entire screen if you are going to share again.
All
Just
right.
share your entire screen. That's why we can see it.
No, I'm sharing my entire screen.
No. So stop sharing.
Okay.
You are sharing a window, not the entire screen. So
Okay.
then share now. Then when you click on share,
Yeah.
you just say share the screen, the part that says screen. That's where you should share.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, now you so if you guys have downloaded just like Paradise has done, would you would this will come up when you open the file. So all you just need to do is just click install. So you can tick if you don't want to send you product using data, you can tick, you can say don't send that stuff. So you can click that. Yeah.
Thank you.
So just click install. So in our chat also, I would drop a file that I'll be working with. So yeah, you should have something like this. So now, just to confirm that you have opened an account, which I'm sure you have not completely opened the account. So click on file.
Confirm.
Yeah, you drop the no, the top at the top at the header. You know that no, the top just next to those
Okay,
dots.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Thank
So
you.
yeah, open no, open from Tableau Public. Oh no, or is it no? Say yeah, open from Tableau Public.
If I click on file,
Yeah,
it's not giving me room for.
come down, come down.
Okay, yeah, I can see that now. Okay.
Are you using a mouse or are you using your
Is my laptop mouse?
to get a mouse
All right.
so it's easy for you to navigate?
Yeah.
They're going to ask you to sign in. So I'm sure you have not created an account because so you have to create the account. So click on create an account now. So for
Okay.
everyone, yeah, so you put your name, your email address, and password.
Okay. Can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. What do I like? Okay. Can do.
You don't have to tell everyone your password too.
Maybe I can change it afterwards.
Yeah, you can change, but yeah. So it's saying that you must have listen. First, you must have letters. You must have I think you must have capital letter. You can see one capital letter. You must have a special character, and you must have numbers. So if you are going to use, so if you are going to use a password, so and I'll suggest you write it down for the
Okay.
scroll up, please. That's it. So you have successfully created an account, so you can close now.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, now go to file again.
Okay.
Then say manage my profile.
All right.
So you can sign in now.
Okay.
Okay, so go to your email address and no, activate it. Yeah, you have to. So go to your email address and activate.
All right.
Then it will allow you to sign.
Okay. I've done that.
Try to- Okay, okay, sign in now.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're signed in now, so that's fine. You can go back to yeah. So you can click on manage account. Doesn't really matter. So click on manage account.
On manage account.
Just okay.
Oh,
So if you want to, further manage your account, this is what you will be doing. You get.
okay.
Yeah. So if you click on that Tableau sign,
Yeah.
yeah. So you are signed. Okay, you're not. It's not showing that you're signed in. I don't know why it's not showing that. But yeah, okay. So you are logged in. You have access to a lot of things. So you have some of these things you might need to. Okay, if you click on sign into Tableau Public down there. No, not that one. The one below. No,
Yeah.
yeah, that one. So now you can close this one for now. Just cancel. So this is your. If you click on that image, that image at the top right, no, at the top right corner, just next to search. Yeah, click on that. It's not okay. So click on my profile. So this is your profile. So this is this is where you be your when you create your V's or when you create your visualization, all those things. This is where it goes. So this is going to be your
Okay.
profile. So yeah. So don't worry, you understand as we go along.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you can go back to Tableau Public now.
Okay. Here, right?
No. Okay, this is fine. No, this is just like daily views that comes up. So if you want to see the daily views that people are making, what the people are doing, the dashboard that people are doing, and things like that. So this is an example. So you can see them
Okay.
there. Yeah. So, but this is what I'm saying. Go back to the application. No, not there, not there. The application. Yeah. So click on that. Yeah. So um, so far, do we have any challenge installing? I want to assume that everyone is fine with the installation.
We are still doing ours
Okay, so is there any problem so far? Or yeah, or it's running smoothly?
for now, no.
Okay, I'll just hold on there.
It's running slowly, yeah. Oh, this is body. In fact, I just try install now. It's just running now, so I'm far behind.
Yeah, Fabian, please catch up quickly. So we just Juliet, we can pause the recording for now while other people catch up. Yeah, so like I said, we have to connect the file, we have different types of file that we can connect. But because for today we have the file that we have is a CSV file.
CSV.
So since it's CSV, I'm using text file to connect. So all I'll just do is click on this text file. Now I have to go and look for that file. Hmm, why can't I find it? Are you sure it's CSV file?
Yes.
Amazon fashion here. That's what I said. Okay. So
Yes.
if it's Amazon fashion, this is it there. So this is it, yeah. So all I just do is click on it. and say what open. So it opens the file. So it will run some processing, to run some requests, and then brings me to this interface. So it's loading a preview for the data now that I've just connected. So the thing with Tableau Public is, on Tableau Public you don't have that live and that live data kind of. Why is it not okay? It's taking time, so I don't know why it's taking so much time. But on Tableau desktop, you have this, you can connect to a data live, but here you don't have, like, you can't connect to a data live because it's, like I said, it's limited, so you don't have that. Why is taking so long? Okay. Okay. So what he's saying here is that he's saying that it has over 2,000 columns, which is over the preview list. So let me see. So what I'm supposed to do is, okay, let me see if I can. So what he's saying is this basically. I should have loaded this data before sending it to you guys. But now, okay, but now I have to like resend it to you guys. Let me see. Let me save it and see. So I'll just try to take it just to be sure before I send it to you guys. So I would open. So I'll connect to the file again. This time around, it's my desktop. So let's see. So yeah, so it's correct. So what happened was the other, what do you call it? The other columns were active, like they created a lot of columns. So Tableau could not pick those columns because it was a lot of columns. So I would copy that and share in the chat again for you guys. So I've changed the name. Okay. I need to close it. So while the thing is sending, I'll just so when you connect to the file, it will show you something like that. So it will have, this is the Amazon fashion file that we are connected to. These are other files that are connected to in the past. You can see they're just there. But the one that are connected to will show here, right? And you can see it up here. You connected to the file that I'm connected to, you can see it up here. The blue, you can see it. So you have that file. So it has given us a sample of that file now right here. So now it's telling us that this file that we have here, it has what, 22 fields. So what are fields? Fields are, so that we start familiarizing ourselves with these terms. Fields are columns. They are the same as columns. Field. So this is a field. 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 Right. So we can see this field now has like different, maybe this is like, so there are different, what do you call it? They have different, what would I call it? Different values and different. So the field name. See this one now, for example, this is brand, and then we know that okay, this is the brand of the product that is here. Then color. So we have some now, some blue, black, gray. So it depends. So the delivery type, we have different delivery types. So just like that, we can look at the data and we can see an overview of the data. That what kind of data is this? So he has like discount percentage. So he has left in stock. He has number of reviews. He has like description of the product detail, product name, the product URL, the rating of the product, the sales price, the category of the product, seller's name, so and so on. So and F20, I don't know what F20 means here, but he has nothing there. It's all null. So F20, F21, F22, I don't know what that means. But we'll just be working with. So from this, we can tell that okay, on this data right here, we see that they are selling something, right? We know that this data, the company is selling something. And what are they selling? They are selling, probably you can see URL, so you can see that the product is being sold online. That's number two. Number three is like they have different brands that they are selling. The brands, probably maybe not all, but they have different colors, but we will not really focus on color because color is not what we are really after. So we want to look for, because I
Sorry,
don't know.
Mr. Deji. We've
Yeah,
not yet received the file that you sent, or has anyone received it?
have I not sent it?
No, I didn't receive it.
Oh, I sent it to Juliet. Sorry. So, like I was saying, so you know that this product is being sold online. They have, you know, they have the delivery, their delivery type, and then let's see. Then we see that this product, people review it. So we have numbers of review, right? They also say that there's review rating, so they rate this product, and you have the product name, the description, um, we have the sales of the product, the sales price of the product, right? And then we have the person that sold the product, right? So we have the seller. So we probably maybe their worker, the person that sold the person that the buyer interacted with. So those are the things that we have. So I've sent it again. Have you guys seen it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I just
we're
wait.
seeing this one.
Yeah. So have you been able to download it, and have you been able to connect?
Sorry, please, is there any difference between the first one that you sent and this one?
Yeah, the white T is not there. So the first one there's white T in front, but for this one there's no white T. You can see this. Can you see what I'm showing you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first
So
one there is white T, the second one there's no white T. So that's the difference.
are we downloading the book? Or
No, you just need to download the second one, the recent one I sent.
okay.
Yeah. So once you download that, so in here we can do a lot of things to this data right now. Like for example, this rating, you can do a lot of things to it. So here you see there is what do you call it? There's an hashtag here that says the type of data, because okay, automatically when you load a file on Tableau, Tableau is intelligent. So it will try to decipher what type of data you have loaded on it. Like it will decipher the type of data and assign what's it called? It will assign the type of what would I call it? Data that it is. So we have some data that are like number in decimal. Here we can see some data in whole number, some data are time and date, some data are dates, some are string, some are boolean, and so on. So, and you can also have geographical data. So geographical data could be city, it could be region, it could be latitude, longitude, so and so on, state and province. So I would explore these things. So, but what I just want to show you here is, here you can come in and be looking at your data, because that's what this place is for. You can look at your data. Okay, what does this mean? So this one is a yes or no kind of thing. So okay, this one is most likely a number, maybe the number of the product, product number or something like that. So because it's named as in here, so maybe you might want to change it. So okay, say let me change it to product, product number. I'm just saying, for example, things like this. Bestseller tag. It says yes or no. So this is for I don't know, maybe bestseller. It's saying, is this so? Was this bought on Amazon Prime? Yes or no? So you know, so maybe you want to, you might want to change it to, okay, just for you to understand. Depends on you. So you can say maybe, or is it an Amazon Prime product? Do you understand? Let me just Amazon Prime product. So I'm just renaming these things just for me to familiarize myself with the data. Do you understand? So it just gives me to give it to, so when I'm analyzing data, I'll know what I'm looking at. That kind of a thing. Maybe along the line, to when you go further when you start looking at it, uh, you can also edit it while you get to the interface. But yeah, I'm just showing you things that you can do here, right? So yeah, product left in stock. That one best explains itself. So this one is number of reviews. So like now, for example, you can have a product that they might have 500 reviews, and the product has 500 reviews, right? Or let's just use this as an example. You see this product now, this second one on the second row has 300 review, and we can go and check the review now of this product, and it's on maybe like 4/5. And we have now two reviews here, and the product is 5.0. In terms of the number of reviews, it doesn't necessarily mean that if these two products are in the same category, it doesn't necessarily mean that this product is better than this other product, because you just have two people that have reviewed it. But this one, you have had 300 people review it. So they have bought it like 300 times. So you want to also use the number of reviews to analyze these things. So these are just some of the things that you are just familiarizing yourself with the data, because that's one of the things that you want to do. But aside from familiarizing yourself with the data, right, you must also, the person that gave you this data must also have something in mind. Like, for example, I can't just give you data and say, go and be looking for something. Go and just look at the data. Well, some cases you might have something like that and just look at the data. But most times when you're working in a company, right, they always have something that they are looking for. They always have something that they want to achieve. So they give you a task. Okay, we want to achieve this. Can you use this data to let us know? Okay, to find out this and that. So say, for example, which product has the best review, or which product are they who is, here we have the salesperson, who is the best salesperson. And we can only know that based on the amount of products that they have sold and things like that. So it's just, just familiarizing ourselves with the data. So, okay. Now I want to believe that everyone is connected to the data now. Right?
I am connected.
Yes,
So we are all in this same place where
Please, Mr. Yodede, I need you to help me stop my
Yes, I'm
screen.
connected.
My screen. I'm confused a little.
sorry, who is speaking, please?
Ola Banji.
What did you say is wrong?
I have confirmed the table account on my email, but what I'm seeing here, I'm confused. I don't know what next to do.
Okay, do you want to share your screen? I'll stop sharing now so you can share your screen. It's good to sort all these things now so that we know that all these things are being sorted, and then it's just getting to know or getting to learn the software that is left. Okay, I can see your screen,
Okay.
but I can only see your. Next thing we'll do is we'll click. So the next thing we'll do now is we'll click on sheet 1. So I was just showing us what we can do on this page and the things that we can do on this page even before we start going to the data. So I'll just click on sheet 1. So when you click on sheet 1, it will bring you to this page. Now I said I saw this F20, F21, F22. I don't think I'll be using any of this. So I can hide this. So that this place is, so I just I can try to like clean up. So I'll hide it. So how am I hiding? I'm right clicking. So I can right click on this or click the drop down here. So right click or left click the drop down. So we see hide. You can see you can also rename in this place. Like I said, you can rename here too if you want to rename. What I'll do is I'll hide this also. So I don't need the large because it's picture that is there. So I can hide this also. Hide. Product URL. I don't think I need the product URL, so I can hide that too. So you see, we have the seller's ID and the seller's name. I think this is wrong spelling, so I'll just rename that. So I'll say seller's ID. So seller's name, seller's ID, product name, product number, product name, product detail, description of the product. Do I need description of the product? I don't think I need it, so I'll just hide it for now. Delivery type, I'm not trying to check the delivery. But then again, you can, I can just leave it. So basically, this is what this is what you have, right? So this is Tableau's interface. So here you can see we have what this is your row. I'm sorry, your column, and this is your row, right? This is okay. This is okay. How do I? Okay, yeah. So if, for example, I want to look at a seller, maybe use the seller name. I put it on a column. There are so many sellers. There are about, there are so many. Okay. There are so many sellers, so I don't think I want to do that. But what I can do is this. So what I can do is this. I can say, let us see, category of the product, right? In fact, there are so many categories. So yeah, so we have category of the product, right? And I put that, so we can have category of the product and say, let us say the sales price of the product. So what it has done is it has, I put the category of the product. So we have different categories. You see, we have and it has arranged it in what you call alphabetical order, right? And we now have the sum of the sales of those categories, right? I can decide and say, okay, I don't want the sum of sales of this category. Sorry, I don't want it arranged like this. I want it to be arranged in descending order in terms of the sales of the product, or sorry, of the category. So I can come here and click on this, and it gives me like based on the sales of the product. So we have order category as the most, with the one with the most amount of sales, and then it reduces gradually, and some they don't even have, there is no sales at all. But yeah, so this is how you kind of like create a visualization, and this is a bar chart. So, but there are different ways to create a visualization. So this is just me showing you, okay, because I'm kind of like already used to the system, so I'm just showing you this. You can also use the show me, and with the show me, it will tell you when I highlight this one and the first one, it will tell you, okay, this one for text and table, try one dimension and measure. So before I go ahead to explain this, I'll just quickly tell us something. So we have, if we look at this, if we look at this, if you look under this table here, down here now, under the table, we have we have um we have some of this thing in blue color. Some of the fields there you can see is in blue color, and we have a line here. And the next field they are in ash, they are in green color. So what this is telling us is that first, everything under this green color is what? Is a measure. And everything, their measure values, and everything under here, everything on top, everything that is blue here is what? Is in dimension. And what is the difference between dimension and measure? What dimension is saying is that is more like a qualitative data. So it's qualitative. This measure is quantitative. Is like number of something. Dimension could be name of a person, the person's identity number, the color of their eyes, it could be name of a brand. While measure could be like your height in centimeter, or your height in whatever, even if it's millimeter. It could be your weight, the weight of a person, the price of something, the discount on the product, and things like that. So what this is saying is that for us to have a table, if you want to create a table now, you must have something that, just like, if you want to write a sentence, a proper English sentence, you must have a noun. If I'm correct, you must have a verb, and you must have maybe like, is it an adjective or something? Yeah, you must have an adjective. So the verb, so the noun must, there must be an object and a subject, and there must be a verb that kind of explains the interaction going on between the object and the subject. So likewise, in a table, you must have something that you must have a dimension that is kind of explaining what you are quantifying. Say, for example, if you create a table and you say height, and you put the height of different people. You say age, you put the age of different people. You say size, you put the size of different people, right? You know, you have not put a name to this. We will be looking like, okay, this is size, this is this, this is that, but there's no name to these people. So you can't really explain that data. All you just have is quantity. So what this table is telling us that we must have a dimension and a measure. I don't know if you don't understand what I'm saying in between, you can stop me and you can stop me and I will explain if you don't understand. So that's what table is. So I can click, if I click on table now, it has gone ahead because I have a measure and a dimension. It has gone ahead to create that table for me. And if I want it to be in descending order, so this is descending and ascending. So this is sort in ascending order, sort in descending order. So this is descending order. So it has sorted it in descending order. Right. Let me see what I've put there. So I said we install Tableau, we create an account, we familiarize ourselves with the interface. So we have loaded the file, we are familiarizing ourselves with the interface, and we are also creating a visualization. So this is basically, you know, the things that you'll be doing with Tableau. You would be looking at data and interpreting it based on the tasks that you are given to carry out, right? So let's say, for example, now, you also, maybe this is, so this, for example, this one is sales, right? This is the sales of the product. I have done it in ascending order. Now, if you want to change this, you can also change. You can come here and say it gives you the same criteria for what do you call it? For the same for this visualization, it's telling you must have a dimension, one measure or two measures to create this thing. So if I put descending order to you see it, but we are looking for something that people can understand when they look at it quickly. They can quickly understand when they look at it. So you can see we have a lot of visualization that falls on that can work. So we have also.
Please, I have a question, please.
Okay.
Okay, my question is that can the quantitative, is it quantitative or qualitative? Can it be in the column? Can it be interchanged? Can it?
Yeah, of
Or is
course,
it-
of course.
Okay.
Let me show you that now. So if you want to interchange, you can just click on this. So you see swap row for column. So you see it has swap the row for column. So
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. So yeah. So there are so many other things that we can do. Right? There are so many other things that we can do. We can also we can say, okay, we want to, I don't know where I should put this now. We can also say that we want to label these things. Like we want to label it. Say for example, let's see. Let's see now. Okay, let's assume that I want to put the label of the I'm not really, so we'll be using these marks. So if you take sales price, you put it on the label here. It's come out to write to label it. You get it to label everything. The total sum. But what I even want to just show you for now is I'll just show us some editing. So for example, this sum of sales. The sum of sales is, let us say, It's Amazon. So it's either, we can say it's either pounds or dollars or naira. It's in any currency, right? So how do we include currency in this thing? So we have to edit it. So we right click and format it. But what I will do is I will format it from here so that every time we put it here, it will show us the price straight up. It will show us the currency straight up. So I will right click or click the drop down here. I'll come down to so I'll come down to default properties, right? And I'll click on number format. So default properties, then number format. If I click on that, it will bring me to this place. Then I'll click on currency custom. I'll remove the decimal place so it doesn't give me any decimal place. Because of the prefix here would be pounds, but I can put different kind of prefix there. So because of the amount of money that we're dealing with, I would use, okay, I'll just say, let us use thousands and say, okay. So every time, let me reduce it from 1,000 to million. So what I will do is I'll come back to this sales price, this drop down here. I'll change this to million until, okay, so yeah, so I have something like this. So every time if I put that sales price on the label now, you see that it put that pounds in front of it every time because I have edited it from the source. So because I've edited it from the source, right? So I don't know. There are still some other things that we can do to this. We can also play around with the color, right? So if for example I put category on color, we see that it will give us many color, which makes the thing funny. It makes the whole thing funny, and then it will now create a legend there, which is not really nice. So the best way to use the color for this kind of work is to use the color based on the sum. So if I put the sum on color now, it will tell me now, it's saying that the lower the price, so you see, the lower the sales price, the lighter the color. Now, the higher the sales price, the brighter the color. You can see it. Now, like I said, you can use the marks, you can use this show me, and you can also do it by yourself, use the marks. So for example, now this chart now, I can decide to change that. I don't want that. I want to use line. So if I use line, you can't see. So this makes more sense using this line and explaining this. We can also use, aside from line, we can also use area, to kind of explain this, like the sales of, the product, just explain. But I will not use this kind of, I will not use line or area to explain this kind of things because there's no really, how would I put it? There's no relation in the sense of there's no relation between others and women. So there's no relation between all these products in the sense of we have just arranged them in ascending or descending order. So what I'll use is a bar chart just to explain that, okay, for this category, others is the one that is sold the most. Next to, this product, next to that product, next to, and so on. But for this kind of thing, because the products are a lot, you might want to check, maybe you might want to filter it and say, okay, let us filter the products. No, not that. Let me see. So I might say, let me filter the product and put categories of filters and say, give it a condition. Maybe I just want to see the top 10 products or top 20 products, that kind of a thing. So like, okay, so I go to top, I say by field, top 10 products. It can be 20, it can be 30, it can be 50 or whatever. So I can say top 10 products by sales price and sum of sales, not the average, sum of sales. So I say apply. Then it gives me the top 10 of the products that I've sold. That's selling the most. So they'll, of course, you might, they won't ask. So you might be asking for top 10 products, but there's a way that you can also make this dynamic, that that you can change it from 20 to 30 to 40. You can make it dynamic, but of course that is like when we go further, I will start explaining these things. But I'm sure everything might look like very fast for now, but I promise you get the hang of it as we get along. So I'm just trying to show us how the interface work. Another thing that we can do is this. I'm trying to see what we can do that we don't require, that will not require this. Okay, now let us say, for example, let us do something in relation to review rating. So category, you can also have categories again, and then the rating. So the rating of the category, right? So yeah, so I just remove that. Ah, something is wrong here. So we have rating. Okay. Let's see the product. Let's see other members. Okay. What is the, okay? So I'll just try to explain what is happening here. So what's happening here is this. So what I'll do is category. Now what's happening here is this rating. Now when I put it here, what it has done, it has gone to add all the sum of all the rating. So all the ratings in the stuff, it has gone to add everything, and we can see that is over 1 billion. So what we want to do is maybe like give us like do a calculation rather than giving us give us an average. So it has still gone to do like a sum of everything. But the rating is by category. I'm sorry, by product. The rating is by product. I won't, let me not go into this so I don't confuse us at the moment. So okay, I'm just looking for something that is simple that can easily They don't have to do any calculation or anything to show. So left in stock. Let's see. So this one is for products that are left in stock and they are in conjunction with the product name. So which is a lot. So these are the products left in stock. So this one is in relation to stock and the product. It could also, let's see, you can also link it with category. So we can have category, product in stock and category. So these are the ones, these are the categories that are left in stock that you have the most of in stock. So yeah, so in relation to all these other things, we might need calculation to explore them. But I'm just showing what I'm just showing us is just a typical, bar chart, what we can, what we can do with a bar chart and if we are doing if you just show us a line and so on. And one other thing that we can also do is let's see. Uh, so I don't know if it's something that we can do right now. Discount percentage. So this discount percentage, right, is the discount on the sales, right? So it's the discount on the sales. So but the way they have done, the way they have given us, they have not given us the exact. So what they are saying is from discount. From what I understand is this particular discount was given on this product. Now I don't now know if this was the original price or after the original price of the product, the discount was now given. It's not really clear on the document, but it's not really clear on the data. But if that's the case, that one also needs what do you call it, like a calculation or something to be able to, let us know. And for this data now, all we have is just price, rating, and this other thing. Those are the things that we can like really look at in terms of this product. We can also divide the product based on like, okay, whether the whether the whether they are what do you call it? They fall under the Amazon, yes or no, whether they fall under. So we can see that some products fall under both, right? So and some products don't even fall under it. Some so okay, there's no one that so there is either yes or no. So there are some that fall under it and some that does not fall under it. That one we still need to probably need to look at what do you call it the product. So it's in relation to the product. So no other category now. So like for example, now what I'm trying to say now is this. This is the category. Now in front of category, I can put product. It's a lot though, but what I'm trying to show us is that under this, this category, there are so many other products under it. You can see the products under it. There are so many products under it. So under that product, then we now have, this Y or yes thingy. So you can see they will fall on that one. So it's either one or not. So that kind of a thing. So there are like different things that we can do, and there are better ways to also interpret this. There are better ways to interpret this than like this. But also that would require some kind of editing, which we have not gotten to that stage yet. So what I'm just trying to show us is I'm just trying to show us how the things that we can do on Tableau. We can do on the interface. I don't have any the data I have here does not have map. So I'm sorry I won't be able to show us map. Uh, Sorry, I won't be serious, ma'am. I don't know if you have any questions so far in relation to all the things that I've shown us.
Yes, I have questions, please.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question I have is apart from accessibility of some files, is there any other difference between the Tableau Public and the Tableau Desktop?
Yeah, like I said, the difference is not with the can it's not the maneuvering that you can do on it. The difference is the fact that Tableau Desktop does not offer like you to save the documents on your desktop or your laptop. You can only publish it online. So like now, if I'm working now and I say I want to save now, you can see I can't just save. You see, it's saying save to Tableau Public or save to Tableau Public as. So I can't just go and say save on my system. So I can't have this file on my system. Whatever I've done, I can't have it on my system. What I would have to do, I have to publish it online. So you see how it works. So if I click on save as, it will ask me to sign in. Then I have to sign in, my user, my email, my password, then I sign in. Then to save as on that. So
Okay.
that's one of the limitations. Then also it does not allow you to access cloud and server. So if you check some of the products of this thing, if you see this server now, you can't, it doesn't allow you to run it doesn't have, you don't have access to server. You won't be able to, I don't think you can use cloud with this. I'm not so sure, but I don't think so. No, I think you can use cloud. Yeah, you can, but it doesn't allow you to use server. So server is what you like, connect to this. You can connect to other like like a company. You know how a company can have like a server where you guys publish data and connect to one another. You can't do that with Tableau Public.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
not.
So, oh, all right. But what do I want to ask you? I've forgotten. If I remember it, I will say the follow-up question. But
Oh,
the next question I have written is either I was not watching when you navigated back after uploading the first document that gave us error message.
okay. But what I did.
Yes. So
Yeah.
instead of, because what I did, I had to close the tableau again and start coming up again.
Okay. No, what I just did was I closed the file.
Oh, okay.
I just click on close. So if you close it, it's just close. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Then the third thing is I noticed that some of the data are having null values.
Yeah.
Do Tableau clean those values, or we just have to do the whole cleaning in another software or in another software before another tool before uploading to Tableau for visualization?
You can exclude the null if it doesn't affect your if the null does not affect your, how would I put it?
Yeah, if it does not affect the result of the data
Then you
data.
can always exclude it. See now, if I want to
Oh,
exclude
okay.
what you get, I can exclude it.
Apart from here, is there another way, any other way to exclude it?
There should be other ways to exclude it, but you can exclude it from a visualization. So there should be other ways to exclude it, but I would not show you that now. I would kind of like be confusing everyone. So, but yeah, there are ways to exclude it.
Okay.
So yeah, so and and there are ways to exclude them.
Okay, then the last question I have here is I noticed you were using only the sum values, the sum of the values
Okay.
in the, was there any particular reason why you are not using the count and the average and other ones?
Yeah, we can use count. Let's play around with that. So let us say, for example, let's assume that we want to know the amount of products in each category now, right? We want to know the amount of products in each category. How do we find out? Because we already have these measure values. We can use the measure values, right? I can just remove all these guys. But this is more like a cheat way to do it. The best way to do it, like I would do it. If I'll do it according to what I'll do is I'll come here. Every product must have a what? A product number, right? So if I have a category, every product must have a product. So I can come here category, put it there. But now what I want to do is this. I want to count this category. So I can come here, count this state. So it counts the number. So you see, so it goes on there to count the numbers of products. You see, if you look at it now, how many products do we have here? For order, we have 5,127. Let me remove this and I put this here. So we'll see if it's still the same thing that is going to show. You see 5,146. So, like I said, these are two ways to get to the answer of where I was going to. But what Tableau does is, you see these measure values. These measure values that is down here, right? If I drop it here, this measure value is all the measure. This one is to count the entire row, all the rows. It will count it. So it's that count that is using. But if I want to actually calculate it, I have to go to calculation field. Yeah, like I said, I shouldn't be teaching you this. I have to go to calculation field and say count, count these things. What am I counting? I'm counting the number of products. Product number. That's the product ID number. So I shouldn't even say product number. I should be product ID. So I say apply. It has done that. Okay, I did not. Let me rename it. Yeah, number of products. So come, let me close this. If I bring this number of product now, if I put it here, what it has done for me is so I don't. This 500 is it? Was it 500? 5,127.
I was just about to ask that question when you were done. So I noticed that the first time you did the other one, it was 5,127. Now that you did the calculation, the same thing. But when you use the measure values, it was 5,146.
146.
Yes.
So maybe what is happening when I use the measure, Abby?
Yes.
Maybe what is happening is that one of the columns, or one of the rows is not. Maybe something is null somewhere.
Is it possible it's picking null values?
Maybe. So somewhere. So there'll be something wrong somewhere. But yeah, so it's something like this, yeah. I don't know. And also, this product number, like I said, I'm not really trusting this data like that. So the product number, right? I might look at the product number. Okay, let me see this. What other thing would okay? Let us use say, the Amazon Prime tag, brand. Okay, what I'll do is this. Okay, because it's count. So I think the difference, what happened is this one. Okay, I just saw it now. So okay, so the difference is in this is that one and this is this. You see this one, I'm counting, it's counting all. That one is counting, it's counting. I said distinct counts. So it's counting. I'm thinking maybe one of the products is appearing twice. Or no, it should that I don't know what is actually wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what is happening. I don't know what was wrong exactly. I won't say I know, but um, but what I've done is I've gone there to count the number of products that are under the category individually. You know, some products might appear twice, but I've gone there to count them individually, and that is the value it's giving us. Did you get?
Okay.
Yeah, and that is the value it's giving us, and that is the value it's giving us. But this one, I don't know. You know, I don't know if I would do it. Like I said, I use this one as like a cheat. But if I would do it normally, I'll count it. So if, for example, I'm counting product name, I'll go there to count product name. What this one has done, it has counted the rows. So, like for example, now what I'm trying to say now is this. Um, Let us say, for example, I have 100 rows, and on those 100 rows, 25 of the rows is what I have filled, right? For names. And other things are probably like null or something else, I don't know. And I'm not counting for the names. Of course, the names will not give me the entire rows. It will just give me, the name. So I'm thinking that is what it is. But yeah, but if I would really count it, I would use the calculation. But I didn't want to use the calculation just because I did not want us to go into it. But there are some quick calculations that you could do, and that was the one I was trying to. That was the one I showed us when I used. Let me see. Let me use product name and let's see if it gives us the same thing. All members, right? And I say, I'm using a quick. I'm changing it to measure, and I'm doing a quick count. This count distinct. So distinct names of the products. So let's see what is it giving us. So you see, so something is wrong somewhere. So maybe what is happening is this. For some products, the product ID is not showing, or product ID is showing, product name is not showing. So something is going on somewhere. So if for me to correct this kind of thing, what I can do is what I can do is I come to the Excel file and I add a column to it, maybe like data, and that column is number. So in numbers, I count the numbers. So I have a column that is like numbers, like serial numbers. So it's that one that I can use that one or something to know what is really going on. Because for the product now, I've counted the product. Now just hold on. This thing, so I'll go there, I'll put the product number and I'll count this one too, and let's see what it gives me. You see, it's different. So what it's saying is this. It's saying that the product number is not the same as, you know, it, the product number, maybe some products are there that don't have like, what do you call it, that don't have product number in the data. So those are some of the errors. I just used, normally I'm not, this is my first time of using this particular data, right? So, but I just wanted us to, because I'm just introducing it to the course, and I just wanted to show you like some of these things. So it's the same thing. What I've done here, sorry, what I've done here, if I just, if I go and let me edit this. So if I say, let me edit this, you see, so what I've done is just product, I just counted the product number. It's the same as, what I did here. But what I've done here is I've just done it, quick calculation just on this stuff. So like, rather than coming to, actually do the calculation here. You get. So, and this also, if you notice something, this was so this was a, so, so one of the things I want to show us, okay. So one of the things I want to show us that this was a measure before. I'm sorry, this was a dimension before. You see, it was a dimension before. We now changed it to what? To measure. And when we changed it to measure, we made it either we count it or this thing, we give it minimum or the maximum value. So this is how, what I'm trying to teach you now is that a dimension rather, can be changed to measure by counting it. You know how, I don't know if all of us that did like that did that wrote maybe like a project in school, right? And we did all this analysis, all this like qualitative analysis. And we know that qualitative analysis, normally when you do qualitative analysis, it's more of discussion in relation to a context, or in relation to a team, or in relation to an idea, right? But you can also kind of like convert those data into like quantitative data. What I'm trying to say is that, okay, let us assume that you interviewed like 20 people, and everybody that was talking in that interview was talking about something about meditation. And you want to stress it to the person and say, oh, out of 20 people, out of 25 people that interviewed, 23 of them are. So you are saying, okay, 23 of them are talking about meditation. Of course, they are talking about meditation at different levels. But you are just going to say, oh, meditation is really important. They are talking like 25 people, 20, maybe that 23 of 25 is maybe like, let's say 90%. So we are saying 90% of these people are talking about this thing. It's because you are converting that data somehow from from qualitative to quantitative. So you are saying 90% of these people are saying this, but they are talking about this in different contexts. Now, let us look at the context in which we are talking about it. Then you further now discuss based on your analysis of their interview, right? So this is a way of like, I'm trying to explain this in a with project, because I know everybody has written a project, or at BSc level or MSc level at some point in time. So that's why I'm using that as an example. But I think you get what I'm trying to explain. So I don't go ahead to kind of like complicate things. So yeah, so that's that as regards to that. This seller ID, before I was thinking like maybe the seller name is something that one can play around with. But really, let's see under the categories, because you have a lot of seller. Okay, so I think what we can do with the seller is, okay, based on the seller, we can also analyze the seller, because I think the seller name is, on Amazon, right? What I was thinking was maybe on Amazon, we have different sellers, right? So I think these are the sellers that are talking about. So you have different sellers. So the sellers can also have like, so what I'm saying is this. Now, a seller, because I need to try to explain this. Can anyone tell me why I'm putting categories in front of the sellers? I don't know if anyone wants to unmute to kind of like tell me why, if they know. Huh?
Sorry, I
So,
didn't get your question.
so why am I putting the category in front of the seller, not sellers in front of category? Do you know why?
Yeah, because maybe one seller can get more than one category
Okay, thank you.
of
So
items.
Exactly.
yeah, thank you. So like now, so you see, so I think we can look at that. We can look at it in that light. That's why we are looking at the aggregate, where we are further, drilling on the aggregate. So we put the seller, then the category, like you rightly said. And in front of the category, what can be there? We can have product. So what am I trying to do now? I'm trying to create an hierarchy Of course, I'm not supposed to teach you this now, but this is like me creating an hierarchy. So this is an hierarchy. You have the seller, you have the category, and you have the product name. And in front of that, what can I put? I can put the price. And I can drill more into the data. You see, this is me drilling more into this data. Now I'm saying, okay, from this particular seller, this is null. So let's leave null. Those are like orders. So let's leave orders. Let's go and see. It's a lot. So, but what we can do is this. We can create a filter for this. So we can create a filter. We can say seller, put it on the filter. Undo. So we can say seller, we put seller on the filter. We can now go. We can customize the list. Select from list. So the people that we want to see in the list, we don't want to see null. We want to see every other person but null. And we apply it. And we say okay. So here, you can see every other person but null. So that's a way to remove, the null also. So edit filter. There are so many ways that you can use your filter actually. There are so many ways you can use it. So, like I said, it depends on what they're actually looking at. So, but this is all the data. So you can be looking at a particular seller, or you're looking at all the seller. But this is a way to drill down further into the product, right? And there's also so this so you can see that okay, there are some products that they only have one category. Some products have 5 categories, some have 2 categories like that, and so on. Some have there's and so on and so forth like that. So these are ways to really look into the data and stuff. So I think you can also look at the seller based on their review. So I think it's the sellers that actually have the review. I don't know why the rating was not showing for. So let's see. Let me see something. Product name. Okay. So now we'll see that what is happening here is this. Some products we can see, the rating is 5. We know that the rating is 5. The rating should not be more than 5. But we are seeing some products, the rating are more than 5, right? Because they have more than one rating. They have more than one people that rated them. They have more than one review. So for this kind of one, what you want to do is you want to not use some. You want to use what? Average. So if you use average, you reduce this. It does not goes beyond 5. So I don't know why the thing was not working the other time. But so we are using average for this one now. That's the difference. Then you cannot, if we use count is the one that is showing us the number of, I think, the number of people that are reviewing. Do you get? So we see that for some 4, some 3, some 2, some depends. So that one is counting the rating based on the product per seller. So this is just drilling on this. You can the product under the product you can have brand. The brand is further under the product, right? So there's a product name. Sorry. So yeah, product name then brand. Yeah, product name then brand. So what you can have is you can have the boxers, but there are different brands of boxers, or it could be caps. There are different types of caps and different brands of caps. So you have the brand after. So this is me creating a hierarchy. So let's say, for example, I want to create an hierarchy. I can say, okay, I want to create an hierarchy, but you create an hierarchy based off what you what you are. So I can say, okay, with seller now, I want to create an hierarchy. I say, well, create what? Where is hierarchy? Okay, yeah, this hierarchy. I say create an hierarchy, and I call the hierarchy. I want to name the hierarchy. I call it. I don't know what to call the hierarchy. Oh, let's say I call it. I call it. Then I call it vendors, right? So I created a hierarchy. I call it vendors, and now under sellers, the people that are selling, who are what is under them? You say product. Product is under it. I come to create under product. Of course, I'll teach us all these things again later. So under this product now, what else do I want to might have? Or before the product, what I have is category, which we discussed. Then under product, what do I have? Brand. So if, for example, let me remove all these things. This is the point, this is the major reason why creating an hierarchy is good. I can just bring this vendor and just put it here. Bam. So you see, what I've done is this. I have created, I'll change this from, let me put it on average, right? So I have created an hierarchy like this, and I've called seller. So now that I have seller's name, if I want to check on category, I can just click on this, and what comes up? Category. If I click on it again, what comes out? Product. If I click on this, what comes out? Brand. Because I've already created what? An hierarchy. I've already created an hierarchy, and that's already covered all this. So all I can just do is I can just break it. I say break it, break it, break it, break it. So I think I don't know if you have any questions. It's just for us to just play around. There are a lot of things that from the next class we'll do it like step by step. We'll start looking at then we have stories and we'll start looking at it step by step. But like I said, I'm just playing around with this data for the first time. And yeah, as you said, let us play around with it in class since we're just since it's just making me just showing you the interface. And the other things that you can do, you see, this is the sheet. If you want to, this is sheet, this is new sheet, this is dashboard. So this thing that I've created now, we can bring it to the dashboard and things like that, and start doing some magic, on the dashboard. Of course, Of course, it's not going to be exactly like this. It will be better than this, but I'm just showing us what we can do to this. So we can start putting what do you call it? We can put title, to the dashboard. We can give it title. We can give it so many things. So you create a title, maybe the name of the project, whatever I want to do, and so on. So this is basically the interface. There are so many things that that uh, maybe formatting. There are so many. Uh, like for example, like I said, there is the aliases. There is the transform. There is the create. You can create groups. You can create sets. You can create parameters. There are so many things that we can do. But and we can also create actions like within there. Even within this, you can type in formulas. So you can see like I have average here, right? If I want to change it to sum, can do my formula from here. You get. So there are so many things that we can do, but of course I'm just showing us like what we can do basically. So I think I've kind of like overrun my time. I don't know if you have any further questions in relation to this. If not, can call it a night and the
Good
next
evening.
class. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Please, can you provide a video for this because I need to revisit this class, like
Yeah,
this
of course.
tutorial.
Of,
I need
of
to
course.
revisit it.
Of course.
Including the last class that you did, I missed the class BI or something like that.
No, I was
So
not.
I don't think the video has been sent to the.
I was not the one that took the but talk to Olawumi if you message Olawumi or just message Olawumi on your group. I'm not the one that took Power BI, but message Olawumi
Okay.
and she would. But you guys should
Okay.
have like a spokesperson like that will be your go-to person. So if you guys can have that, then that person would reach out to them and they'll provide the video for you. But you would get the video, of course, you get the video of this. I'm not the one recording it, they are
All right.
recording again.